Get rid of that. Come on. Worked for. Got it. Okay. So, the other concept was the horizontal version. Now, if you notice, this screen is stretched here. We're going to max the height out. Okay. So, I'll cover that. There you go. Alright. So, right side, you have the camera. Other side, you have the map. Let's take this Explorer. There you go. Now, in a horizontal view, you have a little bit something to, more options to be able to see multiple apps. That button right here, that's my multitask button. I didn't have that on other phones. When you pressed it once, it showed you the recent screens, basically any background app or hold on. Let's put that away. Okay. So right now, I need to get to Family Dollar to get some mashed taters. There's like these little bags for $1. They have bacon and a whole bunch of other stuff in them. See, I can't. If you notice, my hand, the left hand goes over top of the camera. So when I press the location button, it centers where I am. If we zoom that out a little bit. See, in the pinching, see, I don't know. The whole concept was to have the map in the left-hand corner or the right-hand corner, depending on whatever corner you need it to be, but it was circular, and around the circular map, you actually had a compass. So if I aim this way, instead of the location, the little blue dot showing where I'm located, it would just be a blue dot. But around the circle map would actually have a compass that would rotate, so it would show where you're going. Let's see. Do this like this. Yeah, and it's weird on this spot because what I want is the camera to be over in the other side, the map to be on the right side. If I flip it upside down, a camera flip option. See what happens. Unlike before, I had the entire display, so now this, press that, flip. Alright. So now what we're doing, recent screen shown here. So you can see that right there? Recent screen shown here. That's behind the camera, and that's the camera opacity. So, let's try to change that again. Here it is, opacity. Let's do it at 100%. Let's try it again. Nope, not sepia. Alright, so we got rid of the text in the background. Just the second overlay. Now we need to take a left. And like I said, the only dilemma of holding it sideways is you need to hold it. And in my case, I'm using my arm as like I call it like a skeletal winch, a skeletal tripod. Whereas the angle is actually to the right.
So, would you have another dollar so I can get some water, please? Thank you.
Oh, whatever. It was my last dollar. I don't really care anyway. So if I'm right, keep going this way. Yeah, so we just took 2 laps to go around the little block there. Yeah, and if you notice, it's showing up a little. I turned on the data before I did this, so it loaded a few businesses. So you have a restaurant there. You have another restaurant there. If you keep going down, Dorchester Tire Service. Yeah, okay. And if you keep going south, you get Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts, D-Bar, whatever. So there's multiple side streets here. We need to go down to... Oh, no wind. Cool. See, Viva Video Cam, I used to use... That little pause and switch button was always there. The positive thing in this one is the contrast is a lot better. So let's center that. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay, there we go. So you can see where the highway is. You can see where Savin Hill T-stop is, Pleasant Street. Actually, that little location, where is it? Right. See, there's D-Bar. Keep pulling over to Hancock Street, head down a little bit. There's the dollar store, the actual Dollar Tree. Dollar Trees around here are so weird. They only have very limited amount of items. It's you go to Leechmere, it's a full dollar store. They have everything you need. But what's actually funny, which is not, it's not ironic, I just think it's hilarious, where the only hair dye that I can find at those dollar stores is blonde. Now in Western Mass, you could never find blonde. Blonde hair dye is, well, for $1, you just buy a couple and done. If you're just doing highlights or something simple like that, yeah. Yeah, so if I had one more, let's do this quick. Yeah, I'm not doing my hyper walk. Sorry. So I was down by the marshes, just walking around, really. But the sides, it's not like a river embankment. These are gorged embankments from the tide. So in order to stand at a certain angle to take these certain pictures, I didn't feel it at first because my legs are constantly stressed all the time from walking. So a couple days later, both of the main muscles on above the knee, they started hurting like normal. You know, if I was like doing a lot of stairs or a lot of jogging or something, and here we go, Family Dollar. But I had this weird tight feeling behind the knee, specifically that muscle behind the kneecap. And it was whenever I tried to straighten the leg, it would just hurt. So I'm walking around with this half weird limp, like I have to keep my left leg bent, but the other leg can normally hyperextend. And then a few days ago, I was walking up the street, and I just tried to, launch. Like if there was a car coming up here, I'd launch across the street and just get across the street. Halfway across, I felt this weird ass feeling in my calf. Like a finger was pushing into the calf muscle. So I get across the street, I get the coffee, I have this pain in my leg, but it's not excruciating, it's just a weird feeling. The same thing as if I dislocated a knee. So then last night, I was looking at my legs, and there's a full calf on right and no calf on the left. I don't know where it went, but so at least I can get my normal speed walk going, and I just can't get the full. Alright, there's a park up here I intersect with, and then directly across the street there's a street that leads to the parallel street that leads to the yada yada. Then we head to 7-Eleven, and then we head home. Of course I had to wear sunglasses, and only sunglasses. I didn't realize it was going to be overcast and or cloudy, so yeah, so you see that Bali whatever right there. Yeah, it's that little green area up ahead. Which is what, 3 blocks ahead? Like I was saying in the last video, if this was HDR, this wouldn't happen. Where the video goes, it focuses on the light. Like you're just walking around the streets. You're not trying to take a landscape photo. So it wouldn't really actually focus on specific light. Harbor view. Well, you see where that Taft Street is? The street above that, you just cross over and there's a parallel street that leads right back to the James Blake House. Slightly to the left of that 7-Eleven.